sports. It's in the game.
We live. All right. Nah, this Madden 25 right now. Just the title. I never got a code myself. It was a struggle. What's going on, T? You know, use Packers. Oh no, don't do. Don't do. Uh, yeah. Oh, my fast linebacker. Oh, hold on, I gotta do slide. Cooper. I'm gonna use Walker. All right. That Bun Strong money play. The Bun Strong nasty. The That's definitely that's one of my go-tos. I'm not getting. Hold on, cause all right, there we go. Oh, the Y Trail. Yeah, that's a good ass money play.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart
They so
of Green
smoked.
Bay.
So money.
here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. On first down, Hurts. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
My bad. I was on the phone.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field.
Come on now. Come on, Madden. That play still gonna work on 26. It should. It should.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He's loaded another one up. He's got it at the 30. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers
Inverted cover 2. Probably one of the worst defenses in Madden.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers respond with
From what I'm being told, I have a couple people that's been running my money plays on the beta. And they said majority of them still work exactly the same. Now that fade route you see me favoring, like the one I just ran right there, they said that that's an actual hot route now. So I'm about to go crazy with the money plays if that's an actual hot route.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jair Alexander with the stop. From the 34. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. First and 10. Here's Hurts.
So he's just beating the cover 3. Okay.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Hurts now from the gun.
Oh, his tight end was wide open.
Escapes the pocket.
Yeah.
Stand him up and sit him down at the line. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts.
My pig.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Hurts now on fourth.
Oh, I thought he was going underneath.
He finds him beyond the
Damn.
And he gets it.
Fucking trash, nigga.
Philadelphia. The Eagles break the tie here in the first.
I thought he was going underneath.
So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard they took away the flat route. I don't know how true that is. I don't under. I mean, it's really not going to affect my game too much because I rarely like hot route anybody to a flat route. But I don't see why they would take it out. Maybe to sub it for a more important route, but it is what it is.
On the return, here comes Reed. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Look like he's still running this cover 2 shit.
Love out of the shotgun. He's on the move. It's
Man, man.
Watson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Love from the gun. He beams one deep right.
Hey, that was kind of clean. The beat dropped as soon as he called it. No, y'all can't hear the music, but.
The 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That pocket presence, just stepping up in a pocket like that.
They send a man in motion. Love to throw again. On the move, headed right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jacobs.
Damn. Open gap.
Fucking trash in the red zone, nigga.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Touchdown.
Putting a receiver in motion. Love now on 3rd and goal. That's into the hands of Dom.
That's touchdown.
It's a Green Bay touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers tie things up at 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. Blast through midfield. And he gets this down to the 38. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
I didn't even know he was on the mic like that.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
That's wild, bro.
Jukes one defender.
Trash,
He's
nigga.
brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Boy. Get the fuck out of my stadium.
First down throwing for Hurts.
Give me that.
Fucking lucky, nigga.
Interception. Picked off by Xavier
Fucking
McKinney.
trash.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
I'm asking him. Try another play, bitch.
You don't know this play. It's not the RPO.
Gun now for Love.
Try another play, bitch.
Getting out to his left.
Come on, my nigga. How's that a flag, bro?
And they
This
don't
nigga on my
connect,
fucking
looking
face.
deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Fucking trash, nigga. What I was looking for.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences
Right now, I'm
between
in
tight ends and receivers. At
basically
this level,
a custom
because a lot of
Saints
those guys,
playbook.
they work
Best
the
way to
same
put it.
route tree and they move with the football. Well, just like
Most
their
of the plays,
receiver
like everything
teammates.
you've seen me
And
run
they can
so
score
far
some lengthy touchdowns
that
too,
was successful
just
was out of the
like
Saints
he showed
playbook.
off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. He rolls to his right. That one's complete right
Fucking
side.
trash, nigga.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I don't know what he's saying.
Offensive timeouts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake.
I don't know what to do.
He gets out. He
I
gets
don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
I don't know what to do.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their
done.
pocket for what's left of this half. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. On the play fake, it's Hurts.
Trash.
This guy dumb.
Sacked him on 4th down. We've got
I'm out of here, bum.
down to the defense takes over in plus territory.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively?
Yes, sir. It is
That's
almost
not a
NCAA
spot you want
time.
to see a team going for it on 4th
Next
down.
month, next
and now
month.
puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that
Trash.
miscue on 4th.
Might as well hit a field goal, nigga.
First down throw, here's Love.
Yeah, hit a field goal,
Pass it to
nigga.
his back, here's Josh Jacobs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a
Hit a
big
field goal,
gain
nigga.
and a new set of downs. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime.
I don't even know how I was able to call timeout right there. Time should have been expired.
Here
Yeah.
comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Touchdown, Green Bay.
I'm out of here. Get him out of here.
And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th
Boom.
first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one.
Thought you were good because you got downfield
McManus
twice
on
because
for
I
the
let
extra
you.
point.
And I get
And the
ball,
kick is
believe.
good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On the return, here comes Reed. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Yeah, he was talking in the beginning.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
It's a touchdown. Just covered 3 matches, a touchdown.
Throwing, Love.
Trash.
He's gonna push one deep
Trash.
down the route.
Trash.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams.
Come on,
right?
bum.
A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Terrible user.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard
You
or
know
so
what we're
shy
going
of
to.
that
It
first
hasn't
down.
failed me in the red zone yet. I don't
Well,
want
that
to jinx
doesn't
it,
net a
but
first down. You get yards like
that
that in the
95
run
might
game,
eye
you will
form.
take it in the NFL.
It barely fails me. Barely fails me.
Short yardage
This
situation
play right here
it's
with the
3rd and
Eagles,
2.
because they got the receivers with runoff elite. Crazy. Like,
Turning to Jacobs
all
on
I needed was
third.
one.
Nigga did all
He's
that
brought
dancing.
down for a loss.
If only this defense
Fucking
could look like
trash.
that on every play, Kate. They were angry.
He's still calling me
motivated,
trash. That is
focused.
wild,
They took
bro.
that anger out on him.
That is
and this offense
wild.
forcing a 4th down.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Here's Love.
Your user's
Yeah,
trash.
nigga.
Catch is made
Your
in close.
user's trash.
It's a Green Bay touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Let's go! You taking too long, I'm out.
What's going on, one gun? I don't know if that's one gun. That's the same picture. He quit. Dog, there's no way you got 1,200 games played. Please tell me this is like a kid in summer school right now. Oh my God. There's no way you can play this much Madden at the end of the year. That much Madden at the end of the year is crazy. My mom just go back to the way that it was.
Where are the best graphic season?
Yeah, I already know what it is.
You know, when I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would y'all look at that? Let's look at it.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in
So
Green
drummer
Bay,
boy.
home of the Packers. The veteran Brandon McManus ready
I
to
should
kick
put my
this one
mic in
off.
and actually talk to these people.
And off we go from legendary Lambeau. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play.
Was open. Was open.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Bateman is the motion man. Second down, Jackson.
But we have a flat out there.
What a catch!
And that's
what a great
manned up.
job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good
Right.
as you can do it. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson.
Oh my God! And I
And
just
he's
went
got it to
from flat route to
Flowers for the connection.
went from my crow flash to hard
20
flash. I should've
yards
let my
on
crow
that
flash.
pass play. First down, Baltimore.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's taken in. It's
I didn't
Tez
know he
Walker.
was stuff like that.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Jackson now on second
Good
down.
reach.
He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Rashad Bateman.
Oh, you're bringing everybody down.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
LB's moving. Okay,
Exactly the way
it's because
they
I'm
scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive.
I'm
Greg,
on the LB
able
that
to
I
find
don't
the
want
end
to
zone
move,
on the game's
so he
first
stays
possession.
put, and then I
And
click
Mike,
off
the
of him.
word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they
Like
talked
if you
about
don't
all week
touch
long.
him,
They wanted to come out
he'll
early in
move,
this
but if
game
you
and
put your
establish an early
user
rhythm,
on him,
and that's
he'll
exactly
stay
what
put.
they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Love to throw to get started. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On 1st down, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet
Man
it just
coverage.
as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to
This
try
will
to
tell
come
me if
out
he has it
fast,
by
and
speed.
tell you what, that's exactly what
If
they
he does,
did.
what we're
Put
gonna do is we're gonna
immediate
put
pressure
Melton
on this
there.
secondary and let them know, hey, all game
Either has it
long
by
today,
speed or he
you
has
better
it by
defend
he has
every blade
what's
of
the name,
grass
the
'cause we're
slot.
coming out firing, and even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Love to throw it on 1st down. He keeps it himself.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw
Man
that space,
coverage, huh?
he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
And this will tell me he has it by speed.
Here's 2nd and 3
He
to
has it
go.
by speed. But Melton should win this.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Second down and
Melton
3.
should win this.
Receiver in motion, going right. A 2nd down throw for Love. This one, deep.
Damn, that
And
is
looking for
okay,
Melton.
bad read. We tried it.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's
Could've put
exactly
Dirty
what this
D-Rosa.
defender did. Takes a chance,
Dirty
bets on himself,
D-Rosa.
and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Come on, where's my
This one
flag?
complete downfield to Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO.
That's a
And they'll
fumble.
move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
Okay.
So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion comes Andrews. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry.
I blitzed everybody.
And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking speed, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
On the return, here's Jaden Reed. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
This one deep and looking for
Why is he not outrunning him, bro?
Pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
And he will score. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point.
I think Milton got 2 speed on him. But Marlon Humphrey's 92.
And the Packers are on the board. It's
Milton's
now
94.
13-7.
All right, we got to make a mistake, score, and get ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield.
Spike.
Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. 3rd and short, Jackson.
Oh, this bitch.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take
I think we
half
play
of his
lockdown
passes,
cover
Mike,
for
you
him.
have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have
In the
back. And I
blitz.
think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Fourth down, Jackson.
Knockout, let's go.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one deep and looking for Melton. And he will go all
make adjustments.
the way. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Jackson.
Bro, that's why I wanted to play that. That's why I wanted to play that. Oh, my God.
Downfield. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. An even 40 yards. Jackson now to throw on 1st down.
Oh, he had a touchdown.
Pressure
But we
gets
got,
there, and down he
nah,
goes.
they didn't take him out of field goal range yet.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing Jackson. Going
We manned it up.
And looking
We
for
manned it up.
Andrews.
Let's go.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call.
Make
but as
adjustments.
the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know,
On
they're
that
gonna hit some of
that
those
one,
big shots.
the only reason I stemmed it up is because when I ran it as a default, it let Marlon Humphrey stay over the top a little more than I wanted to. Stemming it up once
really nice
allowed me to
boost here
catch up to
before the
Marlon
break.
and
You
then
work
kick
the
out.
clock
If you're talking
well,
about
you're able
that
to
fade
steal some
route.
points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And he's going to be taken down.
I was trying to fair
as
catch it.
time
Can you
runs
not fair
out
catch it right there?
on this
No,
first
right.
half
I
of
forgot.
play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins
If they're
this
pressed
one.
up on you, you don't have to
3
stem it
points,
up.
all that separates these
You don't
two
have to stem it
sides
up.
as half number 2 kicks off. This returnable with Reed. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Of course, in
And the
BK.
defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points. On 2nd down, Love. That'll be caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of his
This game
teammates
just
there
wants me to have a
take
hell
it back
game.
in. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That complete to Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field,
oh, big hole left side. And he's got another one. Bo Melton. Touchdown, Packers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I'm leading it to the outside shoulder. Slightly up into the outside shoulder.
The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Bullet pass, yes. Bullet
Here's
pass.
1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. 2nd down. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll run it with Henry.
Oh, I thought an audible to cover 3.
He will have a Ravens 1st down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson.
I was not ready.
That's caught by Walker. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
Oh my God, good throw though.
The right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense. And
give me that. Oh my God, bro.
Take it in.
It had to have been a high ball.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Lowe to throw. This one deep. And looking for
Right there, I
Milton.
probably should have highballed it. Oh, we gotta lock him up.
And
Nothing
his
more than 3.
offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Bro, the blocking was
And
just
he
insane.
searches forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here.
He's
with
holding the
Henry.
3. Come on.
And the defense all over
Nah,
this
this doesn't
one.
matter, 26,
They knock
bro.
them
This doesn't
down.
matter,
It'll go
25.
down as a loss of 2. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Let's go.
Oh, do you believe
Good
it?
play,
It's
Ja.
intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
All right, we're gonna take a chance right here. I'm gonna go for I want it's 96 speed versus 96 speed. I want to see if he beats him on this
Here's 1st and 10.
because of the motion.
The man in motion is Watson. On 1st down, it's Love. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down
Well, that's what
on
happens
the
when you only
other
send
side
2.
of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Here's 2nd down. Now Love. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. The man in motion is Watson. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Like they say, you need to get
Extra point by McManus, up and good.
That is true.
And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
You shouldn't, but it's a video game.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
Oh, we gotta lock up. He
The
needs a
return team
touchdown.
gonna let that one
He
go.
needs a
It'll go
touchdown.
through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh my God.
And he can't hang on.
Oh, that was on me.
It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Jackson now on 2nd down.
Oh, you got to play that better.
Downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Oh, 3-4
They stop the
odd.
clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. Catch
Play.
made there, left side by Walker.
Play.
And this takes him into the red zone.
Oh,
He's
fine, let's
brought
go.
down inside the 20-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. He's got it inside the 5. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards. Now, 1st and goal. Jackson up top again.
Give me that. Let's go.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and
The
pull this
users.
game out,
The users.
we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Are the Colts usually?
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Blitz off rip.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Throwing. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's a baby blue. How are we overthrowing that? Come on.
He overshot.
That's a baby blue.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone.
He's got to be seeing some heat right here.
That should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Gotta be sending some heat. Crazy heat at that. We're looking flat.
Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they
Who's
talk
got the
about
fastest
it all the
release
time.
in this
A lot
damn
harder
game?
to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. To the air again, Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Love now. Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's out of bounds.
Bro, how, Madden?
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I need the fastest releasing quarterback with the fastest wide receiver available.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Look at that combo. Who is that? I remember Aaron Rodgers on Green Bay just used to sling it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60.
Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the
Colts
first down up near the 40-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
What's going on, King?
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Richardson out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Running left, Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's probably the cheesiest play in Madden.
Has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Richardson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys.
He's got to be there.
Time, it was not much of a window.
He's going to change that defense. I'm going to keep running.
And it winds up incomplete.
I'm lying, because even if you change the defense, I'm probably going to run.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers.
It looks like that pass is not
Watson,
there.
61 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off play action. Richardson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Following the interception, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This is probably one of the best default formations right here. This play alone, like
here now, 2nd and 4.
Whip play right here is probably one of the best plays. You can run it. You don't even got to make any adjustments really. Quick read is A or Y.
Love from the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw now. Here's Love. And complete once again to Watson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now this taken in by Downs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
19 Lions, 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Now it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
A field goal is insane.
So with
Oh, boy,
1
you were
second
down
left in the half,
28-0.
on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
In what world is
and
that
that'll do it for the
helping?
end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Hey.
The
100% right on that one,
first, and they trail here as we are back
I
underway
don't
in
know.
quarter number 3. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Dragon 60. Come on, come on. Set.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pierce in motion left. Here's Richardson to throw.
That's on me. Bad
Delivers
users.
another one to Pierce. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ready.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Up the middle, here's Taylor. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Figure me out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Oh, he did a that was the perfect stick switch.
Good shit. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
And Rocky catch.
Love. He's going to launch.
Why did he bounce out like that?
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over
bounce out
at
like
their
that,
45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing.
They want to go back to that one.
The beta is better than Madden 25.
15 and a first down.
Those are good things to hear.
Play action. Now Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Richardson. Wide open receiver complete.
Comeback season starts now.
For a Colts touchdown. Jelani Woods.
You think he's got me figured out?
21 yards away. And the
Think he's got me figured out?
Able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half.
How much you want to bet we score on the first play?
Now 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering
how much you want to bet what's going on the first play?
Playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Ah, my bad.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Yeah,
and not willing to risk a return.
You know,
this ball's going to come out
never mind,
to
I'm
the
on
30-yard line.
I'm not on the. And my guy tired. Yeah. You're running with Melton though. I still want to know why Watson bounced out like that when I was trying to rock it. Touchdown first play. Touchdown first play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, 70 yards. And the Packers will add on their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense.
Hey, Giff,
Charles. Now up to 4
you're the one that was saying you can hot route that route, right? That fade route.
Be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up.
If you're not lying about that fade route being a hot route, there is going to be endless money plays in Madden 26. Endless.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback.
We might be dropping 3 videos a day.
30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter
that
of action.
shock 8 trout.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA
I mean,
Sports.
that's still money play possibilities because
it's the Colts, so they've got the football.
Yeah, that, you know what? That's still money play possibilities right there. Doing it out of like a deuce close.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Pierce in motion left. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went backwards.
Yeah, that's still money play possibilities.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
You know about the throw route? Told you about that.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. They'll look to throw again.
I even played cover 2.
They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll get into
what was all this in the beginning of the game when it was 28-0?
Michael Pittman from 17 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he's going to
That
get
boy
in
Jonathan
for the
Taylor.
2 points. And that'll make
That's
this
a
a
man right
10-point
there.
game. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
That was a dot between like 5 different players, bro. Holy.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This loop gets in fast against empty.
Looking to throw. Richardson. There goes
That's
a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
You really are a hoe.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right.
I mean, I could have just put it to the tight
receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Easy man coverage. I don't know.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Richardson. Under pressure, they got him
add a
again.
sack to the stat sheet.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we...
That's a hell of a record, Winter Soldier. 111 win streak is insane, brother. Congrats to you. That's a well-deserved #1 spot. That guy still in the top 100 that we beat? What was his name? He was like 65. Something YouTube. Looks like he out of there. That's what I'm doing. Giants. Hold on, I wanted to check somewhere. Not that this matters any. There's really. Does anybody have Gunslinger still? The one person that should have Gunslinger is this dude right here. They use the Giants. For 220. Rocket catchable. Decent catching in traffic. Alright. We'll use the Giants. Gotta get humbled at some point. Hold on. Oh my god. This is what I forgot about. Oh, they don't want none of that. Oh. 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 Blessings everywhere. Blessings everywhere. Good thing is they got a solid ass defense. Jackson and Paul. Damn, they got another 94 cornerback. Hold on. Not start twice. Oh no, okay, I'm tripping. Time to get humble, fellas. That if you gonna try to get into this Madden 26 franchise when I started, I know you was talking about getting in the 25 one that I kept saying I was gonna start that I never started. I'm gonna have one ready day one, but I mean, I'm gonna wait till it's filled up before it starts. I think I got most of the people that already said they want to join added. Oh, yeah, I love it.
This is GEHA Field.
Yeah, these are Giants going against the Chiefs. Hey, just make sure you're in my division, though.
Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
No, hey, look, we just going to play straight up, cover 4, and just try to stick with.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's brought in by Hunt. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most.
We just gonna play some cover
4
and try to stick with.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, "Hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never
I got there. I got there though.
A profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league."
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Oh, my God.
That's him on the quick hitter.
Be on this shit
now.
Some
space inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Again, Mahomes to throw. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping
off his ass down.
He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This one finds Kelce. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. We'll score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series.
I know how to stop it. I wasn't
it's
expecting it.
It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
It's stupid. It's stupid that you had to do all that.
For a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
Yeah, he was getting locked up and everything else, so he had to go to something. He had to go to the
Every
Chiefs.
offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Look, this is why I don't like all they do on TikTok is cry, bro. If they can't stop something, they automatically say it's cheese, and they just start crying. Oh, I don't play like that. I play straight up. Hey, shut up.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Dory Jackson now to return it. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond
Madden,
the 40.
the program. Everybody runs cheese and
contributions like that out of your kickoff returner. It is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard.
Hey, that was what year was that? 2019, where everybody abused it. But it was really that RPO out of the wing slot.
Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. Juke the defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing is Locke. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now it's
Let's go, Locke. I need dots.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to
He's not beating him like that. Well, his 93 to 92 speed. Never mind.
Second and 10 now. Cut me in the goal line. Touchdown, New York.
Who was that tall dude
One of
looking
his
at?
great
6'4"?
receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find.
I'm telling you that if that route right there is a hot route in Madden 26, there's gonna be some problems.
The foundation of your
Smith,
preparation
son,
makes you wonder.
I'm gonna try to rocket catch with him.
Gano ready to send this away.
Oh, no.
He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30.
The stretch plays are just insane. Like, it's hard to stop. Time of day.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes.
The route.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Try not to do my defense.
It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I forgot who was fast, bro.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Oh, my God. They get blocked like that, bro.
And they finally bring him down.
Look, he get locked up. He got to go to the bullshit. Come on.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Bro, what the hell?
He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now.
Bro.
That's much too high and out of the end zone.
What's going on, bro?
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Complete on the option.
That's why your dumbass went out of bounds. I hope you don't score right here.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, my God.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead.
Man, I worked this morning.
Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he
Yeah, this guy right here is running it.
Touchdown, like a guy calling it before his three-pointer.
I locked him up on everything, so he had to come out to the end of the RPO.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
I locked him up with everything. He had to come out in an
Kids weren't
RPO.
alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did, and he anticipated just like the
It is annoying, but it's part of the game. I'm pretty sure I do some shit people think is annoying.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Ain't even do the
And
kick
this won't
right,
have the juice
bum.
to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line.
I don't think I've ever went against somebody just using man coverage with the Chiefs, but I guess you can do it against the.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on,
I wonder if Neighbors beats McDuffie right here.
like
We'll try it.
Softening up the front and
Do it
opening
for
the
the
door
coaching.
for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, what was his
Two-minute
name?
warning from Arrowhead. The Giants looking for a score before
I
halftime.
think he was him.
Third down, 1 yard
This
to
looks
go.
like man coverage.
Lockdown. And they can't catch
How you not
it on the
catch
third
that,
down.
dog?
Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that
Oh,
time,
my.
Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
I tell me all I need to know. Go on, Tracy.
They're going for this. He's got it to his running back.
And he played underneath.
And they make the tackle at the 38. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
I tell y'all the crow route wins no
I
matter
know
what.
exactly
No
what's
matter
gonna
what man
happen.
coverage they run, underneath,
I've
over
seen it
top,
once,
inside,
I've seen it
outside.
100 times.
It's touchdown.
Next week
Or
on the
not
practice
touchdown, it's
field,
first
this running
down.
back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Lead block.
He's running with it. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way.
It's not
Only to see a
unstoppable. It's just
quarterback
annoying.
evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
To throw, here's Locke. Hyatt with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he has it down to the 8-yard line.
Don't line down. I didn't mean to line down. God damn
The
it.
Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Lock.
Well, he locked your ass up on the zigzag.
And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. They've got a man in motion.
Touchdown.
Lock to throw it. Into the hands of Neighbors. He has the New York touchdown. A 2nd touchdown through the air for
Well, he knows I
Gronk,
don't got
an
good route running
independent
wide
of the game
receivers, and he knows
situation. We both know he's
got best on best. McDuffie's gonna lock up Neighbors.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game.
We're not going to use my like that. Come on.
I'm going to be there to deliver.
And he will reach the end zone, so a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown.
Yeah, that's actually one of the best defenses, like 0 blitzes and adding like curl flats or hook curls.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away.
Somebody that's got a good man coverage is hard to deal with.
For a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL
we get ball
on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Jackson now to return it. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Lock looking to throw.
Got him. Got him. Best on best. Got him.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Let's try something. This is probably stupid. We're going to try it.
Here's Lock to the air.
I got my running back wide open. God damn it.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. That's complete to Darius Slayton.
Come on now, Slayton.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Don't do too much now.
Working quickly here.
What was his name?
They put a receiver in motion right.
Throw the ball, bro!
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
What was the streamer's name?
That is a DB's
was it the TikTok streamers that do the king of the stream?
That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, I'm not sure what that is. He's playing underneath. He's playing underneath.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10.
What a bad pass.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
I'm not even familiar
QBs,
with that.
well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Down 5,000. You're down 5,000 in Madden. I think you need to rethink your
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he
Toe
has
tap.
the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Giants take the lead right away in half number 2.
Hey, there's some people out there that just be in people's chats that are real good at Madden, because all they do is lurk and they just learn the game.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Yeah, hey, man, and see, that's what I haven't done enough one-handed catches in this game. Yeah, there's some good people. Like, for the longest time, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the name Chris Football, but he used to actually ghost play for people. Like, it's crazy. Like, he would, like, people would bet and he would be the person actually playing. He actually used to do it for what's his name, Chambada.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice.
Great back. Yes, sir.
That's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing this back in the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown.
Oh man, but it's crazy. Like, that's why it's hard to play. Like, even pros done it for people. Like, pros, they're like, hey, and they play for a lot of money. They play for like thousands of dollars.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
And like, let's just say like somebody random will come into somebody's chat and call them out. Bro, in the background they got a. It's not even them playing. It's a whole pro playing, and they cut them half. Like, it's crazy.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
So he gonna audible to his little look. He can't do nothing, so he's gonna audible. Yep. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release.
That's why I don't really like to do wagers, bro. Like, even when you do it on those apps, it could be just somebody just with a random name.
So often when you
but they are really pros.
Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Kelsey makes the catch. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
Look, this dude is running a trip fly off scheme.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well,
yeah, I'll never play for money in mud, because you don't know who you're really playing.
Trust in your big physical
Unless that shit is in person, I ain't never playing nobody in mud for money.
You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces.
That bum. Give me that bum.
It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. The 30. Gets the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6.
We're not getting humbled today, Gil. We're not getting humbled.
Many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants,
yeah, all he got is that little RPO. That's what I'm doing. I'm manning them up and I'm shading inside. Like, the blitz will get there. He should have just kept running into the inside. He should have never tried the RPO knowing I'm there. Never.
After that pick 6. Trying to locate
oh yeah, you real dumb.
Oh, no, he lost it.
Safety. Give me it.
Normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right. Oh, come on. Here we go. Now you got to go to this.
Trying again after the pick. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down throw, Mahomes.
I try to bait him.
On that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay, hold on.
For Travis Kelsey that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets everything he has under this throw.
Yeah, that's why I don't use the Chiefs anymore. That man can't throw. Best quarterback in the game can't even throw.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing again, Mahomes. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's a bum. Get him out of here.
Knocked away, and that's going to force a change of possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here's Locke. That's completed right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Motion man right is Slayton.
Throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball.
Caught quick right side. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Offense up to the line fast. Man in motion here. Second and 13.
That boy got pancaked.
Chased out to his right.
That boy got pancaked.
Head out of bounds after a small gain.
Yeah, pancake. Let him know.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Chiefs in a nickel set for this third down call.
This might be iffy right here. We're going to run
Now they send their back in motion right. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that.
You gonna run man coverage? We got to.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense stayed
Yeah, there ain't no better route against man coverage.
Throwing his lock.
No better route.
On the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
He's going to go try to help it on the left side. We're going to do it to the right side.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC.
Get him out of here. Yeah. Good day of Madden. Good day. Curl route versus press man. Playing over the top, playing underneath, shade inside, shade outside. If you time it right, the curl route wins every time. Every time. I've had people try to tell me if I shade underneath, it's not gonna work. I guarantee you, if you get the timing down, it works every time. You just gotta get the timing down. Hey, but that's gonna be it for today, man. We had a good little day. It was like a little 5-game win streak. Yeah, because we started off with 21-7 right there. Good little day. Good little day. Hey, man, y'all be ready, man. NCAA coming out first. Gonna probably get like a 15, 20-hour stream. And we locking in with Madden. I'm taking days off of work. Yeah, that's you in the camera.